Yo.
Good night, Josiah.
Yo, what is up, people? Welcome back to Final Fantasy 16. It's interesting. Every day I stream, it takes a little bit to set up. Getting things worked, making sure things are working. But, yeah. Been through a lot this weekend. Lots been going on. Good stuff has been going on than bad stuff. So that's always good, you know. But a lot has been going. And I am glad to be streaming here once again. And seeing y'all here. So welcome back, guys. Welcome back to the experience. So we're going to be playing, you're going to be continuing the adventure of Final Fantasy 16, but before that, let me show my face real quick. Yeah, hello, people. So we're going to be going back in here, and let's see how far we've gotten. We're back to their origin. So, yeah, so we're back, and I think last time we were here, we left off on something interesting. And, you know, we were going to talk to Otto, I think, now that we upgraded our stuff in here. Yeah, I think, I don't know if we did a quest or two, but I know we went to the shop and we upgraded some stuff. So, yeah, but we're back. And we're gonna get this show on the road. So,
Still alive, I see. Something tells me that eyesore on the horizon is your doing.
I wonder what, you know, really is gonna happen to Ultima.
One that I'd rather only tell once. Right. All hands on deck then.
All hands on deck.
Is this everyone?
Oh, we got that theme again.
As I'm sure you've all guessed, the crystal which now commands the eastern skies was summoned by Ultima. He called it Origin. Now the significance of that name is
Origin.
unclear.
What does it matter what it's called? Its emergence tore Twinside asunder and wiped my homeland from the map.
Mention of the Dominion spires can be found in the oldest of Valisthian records. But to the best of my knowledge, none provide any hint as to their true nature. That they would prove the horns of some slumbering demon. Well,
The Dominion's demise was at least quick. Elsewhere, the Republican army cannot hope to contain the chaos engulfing Randalar. Calendar is in flames, and the Empire.
Our allies are crying out for answers. I've sent the Cursebreakers to give them what assurances we can, but right now that amounts to fuck all.
They wouldn't be able to stop what the skies have started in any case. People here and across the realm grow sicker with every passing day.
That's terrible. Truly awful.
This new, Mother Crystal is like the others? That it draws upon the land's ether? It certainly looked that way from stone here.
If that were true, it would explain the hastening spread of the Blight since the crystal's appearance. Would it not?
We haven't completely destroyed Ultima, it seems.
Ether slowly rises to the surface. It pools, corrupting all who cannot channel its energies. Archay above, ether floods below, and in the middle, here we languish, hopelessly entrapped.
It's all right.
We gotta do something.
We faced him at stone here. Ultima told us his true power quickens in the halls of origin. Needless to say, we cannot allow that to continue. If we are to stop him, we will have to find a way into the crystal.
We must find a way.
It's up in the sky. And fast as she is, the Enterprise can't fly.
Gotta build a plane. It may be out of our time, but hey, it's worth a shot.
Take it, and I reckon we'd all benefit from some time to clear our heads. The answer will come to us. Don't you worry. Ain't that right, Clive?
Right. That's right.
Well, go on then. Bugger off. Same goes for you, Clive. You won't solve anything like this. Trust me. Go and get some fresh air, eh?
Thank you.
I guess that's all we can do. He's saying y'all need to get out.
Sure seemed upset.
Man, what can we do for our people? What can we do when the Blight is closing in? What's up, brother? Something's on your mind. I'm gonna move my camera because this. If I'm not in a boss fight, it's just weird having it not at the corner.
Ultima may have created us, but he doesn't make us who we are. Only we can do that. And if he would have us fight for our survival, so be it. It's what we've been doing all along.
Much like Ultima himself, it would seem. His new world being naught but a means to survive. And so, we must contend to decide which of us shall inherit the land. Should Ultima prevail, it will mean death for us all. Of that, we can be certain. But even should he fail, what world awaits us? A withered, godless place, where our newfound freedom will most like prove a chain in itself.
Well, that may be. But a chain can always be broken. As long as one has the will to break it. It won't be easy. It may take generations. Centuries of suffering. And that is if everyone plays their part. But it will happen.
Generations. Generations.
That is the world that awaits us.
Indeed. And what better world could one wish for?
But first, we have to reach that crystal.
Then it's a good thing I have wings.
You can barely stand, let alone fly. And only the Founder knows what horrors await in those skies. You certain about this?
Am I certain? I am the Phoenix.
Yes, I love the Phoenix.
That I must.
He's not the only one with wings.
Remember.
You got Bahamut. Can't forget Bahamut.
All right. I yield. But only what you must, yes? I'm still your sworn shield.
That you are.
And what of my wings?
Yeah, I can't forget his
Lest you
wings.
forget, you go to stand against a god. I would not have you succumb to fatigue before the fight begins. Ifrit, your brother mentioned that some few of the dominants who had lost their power to you were still able to prime. Is that true?
It is. But their icons no longer submitted to their will.
The Phoenix does.
Then mine will have to be stronger. That you both might save your strength for the battle to come.
You don't have to do this.
If you do, there's a chance you might lose all you have left.
And what have I but regret? My life ended in the Dominion. I fear death no more. Besides, I would have words with Ultima. He has much to answer for.
That he does.
We are in your debt, Dion.
We can speak of debts when this is over.
He's like, I'm gonna get my due.
He speaks the command, he knows he's not coming back. And has come to terms with that.
Man.
That doesn't mean that we have to. Does it, Clive?
Time to talk to Jill. I only hope she understands.
Her icon flies too, but see, I mean, I don't know, man, like, I mean, he's got wings, he can control his icon. I don't get what the big deal is. Like, if he can control his icon, and so why can't Bahamut control his? You know, if the Phoenix can. You know what I mean? It's so weird. Sorry, I'm trying to test this mic out. I wonder if this sounds good. Dang, the gain is super high. Okay, I forgot to turn the I forgot to turn the thing off on my computer. But anyway, let's move on. So we got to speak to Jill. Yeah, but that's just... So, Bahamut, yeah, he's able to prime, but their icons no longer submitted to their will? Like, I don't know, I mean... That's gotta be some old BS, because... Joshua was able to control the Phoenix just fine. And, you know, the Titan, he was lost control after he ate like that ether crystal thing. But, you know, in Bahamut, he lost control before he even lost his icon. So yeah, he'd probably be in greater danger, but in general, other icons priming, nah. I don't know. Maybe there's something I'm missing.
That might not be such a bad idea. This is it, Jill. You know what I have to do. Why I have to do it. There's no turning back now. This is where our journey was leading us. Where it will end, for better or worse.
What are they saying? What is he saying?
For you. But you'll be all right, won't you, Clive? You always are.
I did promise we'd watch the moon together.
I'll be waiting.
He could be like, well, let's do this one more time, just in case.
It's always time. Better make sure I haven't forgotten anything.
Well, holy mackerel. We knew this was coming. Trial and error, nobody's tool, where there's a will, aiming high, a litany of errors. Oh boy. We knew this was coming. A whole bunch of quests. Oh boy. Well, in case you haven't noticed, your poor hound spends all his time of late on the rear deck whimpering like gabs in his cups. Something ain't right. My gut tells me it's not to do with this supply of antelope bones.
What is it this time, Torgal?
We're gonna take all these quests. And since I told myself I'm doing every quest in the hideout. An inconvenient truth, in search of a lost tomb, reluctant as I am to add to your burdens, I would ask your aid in a personal matter, albeit one that may be beneficial to your cause. There exist ancient texts deemed so injurious to modern thought that mere possession is deemed a crime, and it was a chance encounter with one such tome from a distance that sparked within me the scholastic curiosity which burns to this very day. I wish to enlist your aid in reclaiming that text. Should you require further incentive, know that I'm willing to offer compensation for your services rendered. Sure, why not?
Something tells me this is no mere adventure story.
Alright, we're just gonna take them all at once. Why not? So we're just gonna activate every single one, and because I know we're gonna have to go outside the hideout.
Ah, Clive. Of course. Another.
Well, wait. Back to the origin. Make for the origin. Okay. Center Velistia. Okay, so for a second I thought we had to talk to Joshua to continue that. I didn't want to continue the main story without doing all these quests accidentally. This is it then, brother. Our last dance with Ultima awaits. Only the Founder knows what awaits us up there.
Indeed.
But whatever we find, we shall overcome it. It would not do to disappoint our friends. They all believe in you, Clive. They will follow you to the very ends of the earth if they could. You're wrong. My friends will follow me. They spur me on. I couldn't have made it this far without them, nor without you, Joshua. If you gave me your blessing and made me your shield, without you, I don't know where I would have even survived. Even when we're apart, you were always with me, and I trust you'll be with me even now to the end.
Joshua, what's wrong? And don't say nothing.
It's not nothing. I've received word from Cyril. The Undying have found Father's will, or something akin to it.
The Undying.
How and where?
In the crypt beneath Rosalith Castle. After Kupka was kind enough to drive out the Imperials, the Undying took the opportunity to recover what relics of the Duchy yet remained. And in the process of doing so, they found a letter from Father.
I'm surprised anything survived down there.
Cyril asked that I join him in Tabor at my convenience. I have been meaning to go, but would you join me?
Of course.
I want to know what's in that letter as much as you do.
Very well. I'm ready to leave when you are.
Where there's a will. Oh yeah, we're activating every single one before we even move. Doors.
Sid, do you have a moment?
What's up?
It's my old master. Seems there's no escaping her. She found some way to send me a letter. Something else. Records from a Waluda prison. Seems they were keeping a lot of bearers there.
How did she come by such a thing?
Finding bearers always was her strong point. And it seems the cells of Balmung Dark are full of them. Foreign captives, the masterless. Bearers no one would miss. And even better for her. Bearers with no one to look after them. When ether started lapping at the walls, the jailers fled.
Leaving the bearers to be liberated by whoever happened to come along next.
Sid, I'd like to believe that I've earned your trust by now. And while I'm well aware that you've forbidden Cursebreakers from traveling to Waloed, I can't let those bearers die in their cells. I'd rather risk shipwreck on the Shadow Coast than leave them to starve.
We'll be needing the Enterprise if we're going to navigate the Narrow.
Does that mean...
I'm making an exception, but we travel together. And we stay no longer than we have to. Ash is an inhospitable place at the best of times. We save as many as we can, and we leave.
Thank you, Sid. There was a name in the prison register. A name from my past. Chadwick. Another of my former master's protégés. A gifted soldier, and the closest thing I had to family. The thought of him held captive in that place.
He must be very important.
Chadwick. Interesting.
Is.
Then we find him.
Let us find him.
The prison lies in the shadow of Ravenwit Walls, just beyond the portcullis. We should head there as quickly as we can. I only pray there are still bearers alive to save.
As do I, Doris.
Nobody's tool. And look at this, we got another quest right here.
I was wondering if you could help me.
It depends what with.
A bearer, but recently freed from his bonds, is keen to join the Cursebreakers. As you know, the work we do is not easy, which is why we test every volunteer's suitability. I was hoping you could oversee this one's evaluation.
I don't mind, but why this one?
Ah, why do you need me?
He wants to be a scout. Our ranks are filled with men and women capable of breaking chains and putting slavers to the sword. But scouting, we're few with the nose for that, which is why we still rely so heavily on Gav. And since he accompanies you on so many of your missions, I thought you might be better placed to recognize the traits in him that we should look for in those who'd fill his boots.
Sounds reasonable.
So you're happy to oversee the boys' test, then?
Sure, why
You
not?
can never have too many scouts.
Truer words, Sid. I'll let the initiate know that you'll be attending his trial, and that he is to proceed directly to Northreach in readiness.
No time like the present, eh?
No time like the present. I'll await you there.
Cool, man. I'll meet you there. It's gonna take me a minute, though.
I suppose they could have chosen somewhere closer.
Now, before we talk to her, we gotta activate all of them. Oh, hopeless romantic.
All this time, my heart has wandered hither and thither in search of the perfect companion.
Oh, yeah?
All along, he was here, standing right beside me.
Really? Oh, man. Sorry, girl. It's too bad you don't exist in real life.
What do you think happened to Miss Middledole? Right?
Kids, oh my gosh. What have you done this time?
Sid, you have to help us.
With what? You didn't take apart another of Mid's contraptions, did you?
No. Well, yes.
Yes.
But that's not what we want to talk to you about.
It's Miss Middledole. She's been acting strange. Very strange. She's barely ever around.
When she is, she acts like we aren't even there. Her head's in a crowd.
In the clouds.
That's what I said. In the clouds.
Well, she does have a lot on her mind. When did you last see her?
Not long ago. Right after she got back from saving you from Stonehere.
Then it's probably just about the Enterprise. It did take quite a battering on the way there and back.
You didn't break it, did you, Sid? You really should be more careful around Miss Middeldole's invention.
Hey, we're as careful as can be.
Listen to her. Even if you did break the Enterprise, you could put it back together, couldn't you?
But who's gonna put Miss Middledole back together? She seems really sad.
Why don't I go and see if I can cheer her up?
You do that?
We'll go talk to her.
She's in her dungeon.
Don't scare him. It's not a real dungeon.
Thanks for the warning.
Might as well be. Except we won't be fighting monsters. Not that we can't handle them. Now, one quest is up here.
I will not let them be forgotten.
Oh boy, another Cursebreaker. What's up, man?
May I have a moment?
Of course.
It is an honor to finally speak with you. My name is Herman. I've been with the Cursebreakers for some time now, and I wish to be deployed to Ash. Any assignment will do.
No. The lands across the Narrow are too dangerous.
Bruh.
I will not send good men and women to risk their lives needlessly. Why would you want to go back?
I need to retrieve something. Something important. I was raised in an orphanage. Badbach Conservatory. Or rather...
Badbach Conservatory Badbach.
It was not a place
Dang.
of nurture. It existed solely to turn bearer children into mindless weapons. We were tortured until we feared no pain. Tormented until our hearts turned to stone. And few ever survived long enough to become tools of the last king.
Dang, that's terrible.
I lost so many. I can't even remember all their names. But they must be remembered. They cannot fade away, faceless and forgotten. The Institute was run with military precision. Every child measured, every name recorded, every death logged with meticulous care. Sid, allow me to travel to Ash and recover the registry so that my brothers and sisters might live on.
No, rules are rules. Hey, man, I'll go instead.
Friend, Herman. But the fact remains that Ash is simply too dangerous.
Sid, please. Even should it cost me my life.
Too dangerous for you, Herman. But not for me. I'll go to Bad Bach and find the registry.
You will?
I won't let you risk your life.
I don't know how to thank you.
You can start by telling me where I'll find this orphanage.
Vida Grace. Hidden in a forest, overlooking the plains.
All right. I'll see what I can find there.
May the mothers guide you.
Alright, well, we got a bunch of quests. Do we not get them all? Or is like... that marker's still there. Okay, so we got 2. Now we know we got some. Ravenwit walls. Nobody's tool. 2, 3. It should be marking these places. Well, I guess it doesn't want us to be overloaded. Tabor, Duty Undying. So what should we do first? What should we do first? We ought to go to Tomes after this, for sure. Joshua, we should save his for last. Let's speak to the people in the hideaway first, and then we'll worry about the outside. Yeah, so these people that we got here at the hideout, let's talk to them real quick. I think it might save Joshua's quest for last, though. But let's see what Vivian wants.
Vivian, I read your note, and I'd be happy to help you find the book you're looking for.
Thank you, Clive.
I might do this,
Tracking it down
the major characters last.
Please. You have always granted me your wisdom and insight whenever I asked. It's only right that I return the favor. Or at least attempt to.
You are too kind. Alas, what I ask of you is rather more trying than delivering the odd lecture. I spoke with Harpocrates to see if he had any inkling as to where another copy might be found, but perhaps it is best that you hear the details from him.
If you say so.
So you're sending us to somebody else?
For asking this of you. But this book, it set me on the path to becoming who I am today. Its importance cannot be overstated.
So we gotta speak with Hippocrates, huh? We gotta speak to old tomes. First, let's go see Torgal's quest real quick.
Say what you will.
Pining for something, boy.
What's going on, doggy?
What do you see out there? I never did ask where you got that anklet of yours.
From Sid, that's why. On the day he brought him home.
How long ago?
And you're only thinking to ask this now? Sid saw that the pup had had a gnawing on his leg, since you ask.
Oh.
But they're eyeing on him to keep him from doing it.
What was wrong, boy?
I'll take like as not. Must have been hard on the poor whelp losing his loving masters at such a young age. Doubly hard in being a frost wolf, torn away from his icons and all. Sid would always tell him, you want that iron gone, you find what it is you're looking for. I reckon what he was looking for was you.
I'm sorry, Torgal.
No.
Sorry for making you wait so long. Let's get that thing off you.
What's wrong, boy?
Doesn't sound like he wants it off.
Indeed. You miss Sid as much as the rest of us, don't you? You want me to go with you somewhere?
Quick, aren't you? Glad you've been paying attention.
Not nearly as much as you have, Lady Karen.
Aye, good thing and all. It's not like Gav would have kept him in nuts and rubbed his belly these past 10 summers.
This is appreciated.
Oh, man.
You've been a good friend to him.
Only because he doesn't talk back like the rest of you. Go on now.
Only because he doesn't talk back. Like, oh man, come on, no, don't be like that. Follow Torgal. I guess we're doing Torgal's first.
All right, Torgal. Where are you taking me? I'm going to need a little bit more than that, boy. Do you have a better hint for me?
You know what's going on?
Unless you've already given me one. Back on the rear deck, you were looking west, toward Rosaria. Why don't we try the rookery? I haven't been to the island in almost 20 years. To Port Isolde, then. Fingers crossed the old mooring is still there.
Link for mooring outside Port Isolde. Alright, so we know where to go outside there. Now we just need to speak to old Tomes on where we should go outside.
Ah, Clive, my boy. What a pleasure it is to see you.
Hippocrates. There's something I need to ask you. I've been charged with locating a book called From a Distance.
And you seek a rare gem indeed. One whose name I had not thought to hear from your lips. You've been talking to Vivian.
Right as always.
Yeah.
But she didn't seem keen to tell me very much. I take it she didn't like what you had to say.
And yet I gather it did naught to dissuade her. Clive, if the young professor has tasked you with obtaining a copy, I fear she asks the impossible. The executors would not allow it.
The executors?
Coveters of Secrets. A clandestine organization committed to the collection and intenebration of forbidden texts and technologies. One such text being the tome Vivian seeks, chronicling as it does the true history of the enslavement of bearers. A tale which could overturn the established order were it ever to become widely known.
Ooh.
So rumor has it. I've never actually read the thing, or even set eyes on it for that matter.
That is
I haven't heard of this
interesting.
organization.
Why, secrecy is the executor's watchword. They lurk in the shadows, emerging only to seize that which must be seized, be it books, inventions, or people, before disappearing again, leaving nary a trace.
Which would explain why Vivian's copy was snatched from her grasp not long after she found it.
By the hand of the executors, yes.
But what drives them? Self-interest or ideology?
Fine question. Sadly, all that is known of the executors can be recounted in a single breath. You may just as soon ask me of their origins, numbers, or the identities of their leaders. Any answer I give would be pure speculation.
And my hunt was doomed from the first.
Yeah, that's
really
tricky.
Expecting that I'd pluck it from thin air.
Not from thin air, no. From ash. Rumors of the executors are rife among the scholars of Storm, but rather less so across the strait. I have a friend. Well, I had a friend in the village of Garnick, a collector of rare tomes, upon which subject we would oft correspond. Alas, I have heard naught from him since the skies fell dark. And no doubt he too has turned. But though he did not mention it by name, it is possible that a surviving copy of From a Distance yet rests upon one of his many shelves, quietly awaiting discovery. If you were, by some chance, able to save even a single book from the poor man's library, I know his soul would rest easier.
Very well. When I next find myself in Waloed, I'll be sure to pay Garnick a visit.
He's gonna tell us where he lived. Well, we knew we were gonna have to go back to that godforsaken wasteland. Now, we have another thing right there. Oh, you know what it is? we need to speak to Mid for the kids. And then Mid's gonna tell us where to go outside. Poor Mid.
Mid, if you have a...
That's it! I knew it! The answer was right here under my arse all along! If this doesn't into the skies, nothing will!
To the skies? You aren't trying to give the Enterprise wings, are you?
What else would I be doing?
The children seem to think you're avoiding them. They're worried about you. Is this really so important that you need to shut yourself away from everyone?
The Enterprise is already the fastest ship in the realm, and that's with the sea beneath her. But what if she weren't bound to the waves? What if she weren't bound to anything at all? It's not fair. The gods get the skies all to themselves, so I'm gonna do something about it. The Fallen had their chance, but they relied too much on magic. And see where that got them? But not me. I've discovered how to do it without. Well, almost. First I need to make a prototype.
And is that a one-woman job?
Are you volunteering? I'll have you know the Enterprise is my baby. If the Godfather's offering to lend a hand, I'd be happy to take it.
Well, just so you know, you're my baby now, too.
First, I'll need oil. And not just small drippings from Miss Molly's spits in the tub and crown. Refined stuff, like they make in Ordil. Then I'll need some bone, or shell. Light, strong, preferably no longer attached to the beast it belongs to.
If it's beast bones you're after, I'm sure the curse breakers will know where you might find some.
No, they'll know where you might find some. You're the one who offered to help, remember?
I should speak with one of the curse breakers before I set off for Old Hill. So I can't find this bone while I'm there as well.
Yeah, I guess we'll do it. Let's search one of the curse breakers.
All right, Sid. Come to buy us around, have you?
I don't know about that, bro.
Light but durable bone for her next project. You've encountered your share of beasts on your travels across the realm. Any ideas?
Most bones are the same. Whack 'em hard enough and they'll break. If it's durability you're looking for, shell will serve you better. You know what an adamantus is?
I do. And I know to give them a wide berth. Will any old adamantus do?
Well, with shells, the older the harder. There's a rumour of an ancient adamantus down in Karava, near Bidza, or what's left of the village anyway. But don't expect to make quick work of the bastard. There's a reason it's lived as long as it has.
I'll keep that in mind. Thank you.
You know, be making quick work, but making work on it, that's for sure. Trust you to go to pick a fight with the bleeding god. I didn't sign up for all this excitement, you know. No, Sid did say the Harps wouldn't be too happy about us trying to change the world. But he got me there. And he has survived anything better to do, so no more lip out of me. But it's that lip that keeps us on our toes, Otto. Is that right? Well, I better start looking for someone else to moan about then, hadn't I?
Off you go then.
Yeah, he had a multiple thing on his thingamajigger. Multiple text bubble above his head, so I thought I would ask. So we gotta do 2 things in Blood. Oh boy. what should we do first? Well, let's get the fodder. Let's get the fodder out of the way, the fodder character missions. So, so we'll do Litany of Errors. So that's Torgal's mission. Obtain oil from Aldi. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to North Reach. Oh wait a minute, isn't this other one? Oh, Vivian. Okay, so we're gonna go North Reach. Take care of this first. We'll take care of the fodder Curse Breaker missions first. Then we're gonna go to the Hermans, and then while we're in Malud, we're gonna go to Doris and complete Doris's mission over there. And then Torgal. And then and then Vivian's. Actually, Vivian's is in Malud, so take care of Herman's mission in Malud, Litany of Errors first. Then we'll take care of Doris's mission in Malud. Then we'll take care of Vivian's in Malud. Then we'll take care of Mids. And then Torgal's. And Rosaria. And then Joshua's. I'll save the best for last. What? Okay, so we're gonna do Herman's. No. North Reach first. Then Malud. Wait, what the heck? I want that first. Then does it go backwards? How high does it go then? What? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we can only track 3 at a time. Up to 3. Oh, man, come on. So we can only track 3 at a time. Okay, so... Who cares? I guess we're gonna go North Reach. Harmon's. Dors's. Alright, so we're gonna go here.
Nazaire might at least have mentioned where in Northreach he'd be testing this recruit.
Nice. Bye. Treasure chest.
Well met, Sid. This is the initiate. Ember, present yourself.
At your service, Master.
Hey.
Just Sid. There are no masters here. Your life is your own.
Oh, of course. Thank you, Sid. The sergeant says you'll be evaluated on my trial.
Oh, that's nice.
Become a scout, yes. You are aware of the dangers inherent in that role.
I am. But I swore I'd face them. Just like the man who saved my life.
Who would that be?
Gav. It was him who found me and freed me. No magic, no support, just one man and his nose. Came and sniffed me out. It taught me what one man can do if he puts his mind to it. And I've been training ever since. So that
Man, really?
I can be someone's saviour, just like Gav was mine.
I'm sure he'd be flattered. You clearly have good intentions, Ember. And it sounds like you're under no illusions. Stick to this path and you'll make a fine curse breaker.
So, what? Have I passed?
You haven't even started yet. Now listen. Not far from here is an Imperial lookout, Eastwatch. The guards there record all their sightings in a logbook. You are to find it and bring it here.
And bring it here, right. Anything else?
No. Sneaking into a heavily guarded Imperial outpost and stealing the logbook would be quite sufficient. You'll need to assess the situation, determine a point of entry, create a distraction and effect an escape, all without being discovered and thrown into an Imperial oubliette.
Ember, Gav isn't our best scout because he can do everything. It's essential that you know your limits.
Know my limits, right. I won't let you down.
That's right. I have a feeling we'll be helping him out.
It shouldn't be as dangerous as I made out. But keep a weather eye on him all the same, would you?
On my way. All right, Ember. Impress me.
Let's see. You know who we're calling.
Ready, go?
Our birdie. Oh, dang, we got no limit break. We're not worried about those beasts. They're not worth our time.
These are clean kills. Perhaps young Ember really is ready.
Ah!
Oh, maybe not. Damn it.
Ember, draw your sword!
I can't!
Then run! If you want him, you'll have to go through me.
Oh boy, like, why are you freezing up like that? Like, you gotta... At least, you know... Oh yeah.
Too slow. Nice try.
Yeah, get out of here. Yeah, you may not be as powerful, but you could at least show some grit. I mean, I'd probably quiver if I was in his shoes too, but like...
Ember, are you...
I would like run like the wind.
Gone. Of course. Scouts really are a rare breed. Back to Northreach it is then.
Not without getting this treasure chest. Oh, okay, what is that? Increases down thrust damage. We don't need that.
Fly, Ambrosia.
No, we don't care about y'all.
Be safe.
Yeah, be safe, really. Don't turn the caster.
I didn't expect you back so soon. Where is Ember? How did he fare? I thought I'd find him with you. He must have fled. I followed him to Eastwatch, where I found him being set upon by a wild Avis. He was just standing there. Didn't even draw his sword. I had to step in and take care of things. By the time I had, he was nowhere to be seen. I assumed he'd set off in your direction, but apparently not. I'm sorry, Sid. I knew the boy had a nervous streak, but he seemed like...
The right man for the job? I believe this is the logbook you tasked me with retrieving.
How did you... Don't you tell me you breached the tower while Sid was busy saving your skin.
No.
Wasn't that what you asked me to do? To bring the thing back without getting caught?
He has you there in his air. And he did it all on his own.
Yeah. I knew he was gonna go back.
Was best. And now I have to decide whether I agree. Of course. We'll await your evaluation back at the hideaway. Don't you leave my sight.
Yes, Sergeant.
This won't be an easy decision.
No, it won't. But luckily, we won't have to make it right now because the next quest we're tackling? It's quest number 2. So we got, wait a minute, so we got that dude's oh man. Oh yeah, we got no midpoint. We have to travel. Oh my gosh. This is gonna be ugly. This might be ugly. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start up here and then work our way all the way over here. Through here. Journey to Baghdad.
Good girl.
Yeah, this place is overrun with crazy monsters. I wonder if we should walk in this direction to get to it.
No need to ride from here. This must be the orphanage. Hopefully the registry is still here.
Yeah, something else might be here too. Can only imagine. Conditioning schedule. Today's exercises will consist of the press yard, 20 sandbags for such duration as the story. Dang, the furnace, burn intensity to be gradually increased. Live combat, 1 to 3 hellhounds depending on what the heck?
Conditioning. This is nothing short of torture.
That's just ridiculous. Okay, we still need to... Something we need... Oh. The Baghdad Conservatory. Wit of Incorporation. The Kingdom of Ulud hereby incorporates this institution, wherein juvenile bearers are to be granted the opportunity to give themselves in service to the state as soldiers. What the heck? Trainees succumbing to the crystal's curse or otherwise perishing are to be disposed of with all haste. Wow, the graveyard is strictly reserved for the uncursed. Bearer disposal within its bounds is punishable by death. Wow.
Disposed of. Herman wasn't exaggerating. It's a wonder he survived this place. I need to find that registry.
Wow. It says, I've recently learned that my own daughter was among the children turned to stone by the brutal training I subjected them to. I had not so much as thought of her since handing her over to the authorities as a babe. What the heck? But inquiries with the military confirmed it. It was her. I had been torturing my own flesh and blood. And now I see her everywhere. Today, one of the children smiled at me. Oh my gosh. Today was one of her children smiled at me. I was receiving a few scraps from my table. It was her smile. The smile she inherited from her mother. The mother I killed for giving birth to a bear. What the fudge? The ghosts have all come back to haunt me. My daughters, my wives, all of them. All those children. So many have died at my hand. I can bear the guilt no longer. And so today I've decided. Tomorrow, I too must die. It will be the last order I give those poor wretches. The last torment I subjected them to. I will command them to tear me limb from limb. My enter coarse corpse beneath the white tree, whose crooked hands have reached to the sky in supplication. And beside me, my shame, my curse, the record of all their names, all those I have wronged.
This reads like a suicide note. Did the director go through with his plan? There's only one way to find out.
Search for a forked white tree. It's probably out here somewhere. What are you doing, bro? Oh boy, I don't like this. Yeah, I don't like that one
A forked white tree.
bit.
This must be the place.
Not before we get this chest. Now let's see. Inspect.
Could he really be buried here?
Hmm.
There's something hidden among the roots. Let's see. This must be the registry.
Registry of Bear's Losses. Wow. Hans, 10 years old, lithification. Alfred, 9 years old, succumbed to conditioning. Franz, 12 years old, lithification. Paulina, 10 years old, emancipation. Bruno, 11 years old, disciplined for attempted flight. Johanna, 12 years old, disciplined for attempted flight. Reinhard, 9 years old, succumbed to conditioning. Marta, 10 years old, succumbed to Lothar, towards lithification. Direct, 11 years old, emancipation. Wow, what the dang.
So many names.
Oh man.
This was a slaughterhouse. And where is the architect of all this misery? It was only a matter of time, I suppose.
What the heck?
This place is cursed.
Oh yeah, this place is cursed, alright. Man, it's time for you to go. Enemy slain. Dang, we got a bunch of that stuff.
I'm done here. Let's get the registry back to Herman.
Yeah, let's get the heck out of here. But not before we... Not before we do this one. Just finish off this one quest over here. Nobody's tool. So there we got that, and then there's that. But that we're gonna do while we're here. Why not? Hate going to Waloed.
Doris is waiting for me near Balmung Dark. The longer she's out in the open, the more likely she is to be found by a Kashik. I need to hurry.
Yeah, I hate this monster infested place. Nah, I don't care about y'all.
There were no guards, I take it.
None manning the gates, no. It's a different story inside, though. The corridors are crawling with the Kashik. Most likely guards left behind when the wardens ran. If Chadwick was being held here, I worry that he may already be.
Don't give up hope just yet. But let's move quickly. Let me check the ground floor. The ether's thickest there.
Then I'll search the upper level. Good luck, Sid. Stay safe.
Just how bad are the floods inside the walls? Bad enough to turn a bearer? I hope not. We're risking a lot just being here. Better keep my eyes open for signs of life. Locked up tight.
Inaccessible. I guess we gotta go this way. What do we got here? Kingdom of Waloed hereby designates this facility a prison for the detainment of bearers, both foreign and domestic. Okay.
So this place was no ordinary prison. And I doubt they'll have taken the creature with them when they fled.
This one.
You know, I thought whether we were supposed to, like, go up there right away or not yet. I guess they're supposed to come here first. Recommendation concerning Kuza beast deployment. The Kuza have been long recognized as special and aggressive species. This being a case, it was helpful for accessible deployment into the battlefield that might means of inflicting heavy casualties on the enemy. An exercise conducted thus far, however, the beasts have proven incapable of distinguishing between allied and enemy combatants, as such deployment alongside regular troops is not recommended. It is proposed instead that the bearers' captives be employed in order to draw enemy focus, the beast then driven into the fray in order to achieve maximum benefit with minimum loss of Waluda lives.
Loss of Waluda lives. And what happens when they run out of bearers? Even the Imperials take better care of their branded than that.
Yeah, they were just absolutely ridiculous. Memorandum on Kuza beast feeding. Recent supply shortages left us with insufficient resources to feed the Kuza entrusted to our care. Fortunately, the creature was observed to kill and consume the bearers assigned to fight beside it in a mock battle conducted as part of his training. The beast was further observed to enter a state of visible contentment upon feeding in this way, suggesting that live bearers may even be its preferred source of sustenance. While this behavior is unexpected, it is not unwelcome. Bearers no longer of use for training purposes cannot be repurposed as required. Wow, what the heck?
This is even worse than I'd feared.
That's just terrible.
Nothing but a caching down here. Hopefully things are looking better upstairs. I should go and see how Doris is getting on.
Yeah. Something tells me we need to hurry. Like, that's just awful. Feeding them to the beasts. It's like, it's pretty much like in history, you know, like Roman history, like the gladiator, it's like the gladiators all over again, pretty much. Like the gladiators in history.
Downstairs. But I did find out that this place was more than just a prison. Something far more sinister was happening here.
I know. I've been reading some of these documents and it can't be true, can it? Bearers die every day in service of their masters, but this is so much worse. Pitting bearers against a wild beast armed with nothing but their wits? And all in order to bring about more death. And not just those who could fight, but the elderly, children even. And those who wouldn't or couldn't were disposed of. Whatever that means.
I'm afraid it means they were fed to the monstrosity they kept here.
Then we're too late. And I was a fool to bring you here.
Don't say that. Did you find anything else?
A key. But it doesn't fit any of the locks on this floor.
Perhaps it will fit one of the doors downstairs. There's a corridor I haven't searched yet. Finish up here, then come and find me when you're ready.
All right. I'll be there in a moment.
Goler's key. Alright, so we gotta try that lock that we haven't been able to use before yet. Yeah, no use in fighting those guys. Yeah, fight we don't have to.
Let's see what we can find down here.
Let's see what we can do. Amber. We hear sobbing?
A survivor. She sounds close.
What?
Who are you?
There's no need to be afraid. Are you alone? Are there any other survivors?
Some of the guards. They're still here. But something's wrong with them. Everyone else was eaten by the monster.
Of course there were.
Thank the Founder.
It was worth our coming. But I'd rather we didn't linger. Are you ready?
Ready when you are. You poor thing. He must have been terrified.
Did Jadwick send you?
What?
He fought the monster. Distracted it so I could run away. He must have sent you. He promised to free the others too.
Seriously?
He opened your cell, didn't he? You wouldn't be here otherwise.
Chadwick.
How long has he been fighting that beast?
Monster's back! Chadwick, help!
We have to get out of here.
Doris, keep the girl safe.
All right. You put that bearer-eating bastard in the ground.
We have to run.
It's out there waiting for me. I can't let it live. Not if it's got a taste for bearers.
Oh yeah, we can't. Question is, how do we get over there? Oh yeah, here we go. Kuza Beast. Kuza Beast. Rank A. So we were gonna have to take this beast out anyway.
The beast will wreak havoc if it ever leaves the prison. I can't let that happen.
Even though this place is pretty much uninhabited anymore, that still doesn't mean that. You know, we had to put this beast down anyway because it was like one of those rare beasts. What the heck? Oh my god. Is my dodge not working at all? Like, come on. Yeah, nice try. Have a taste of Phoenix. Phoenix. Okay, we need to get out of this corner.
You're finished.
Yeah, you're done. Notorious Mark slain. I only got 90 ability points for that. Behemoth Shackle. Yeah, this was a giant behemoth.
Finally.
Sid, are you hurt?
I'm fine. I think.
We're fine for now. Fine for now.
No.
What is it?
A diary. I gave it to Chadwick before we went our separate ways.
A diary.
He was here.
Oh.
I'm sure he fought bravely to the last. The girl is safe thanks to him.
Chadwick. You fool.
Come on. We have to get her back to the hideaway. We don't want his sacrifice to have been in vain.
No. Of course not. I'll see that she's looked after from now on. It's the least I can do.
From what I hear, you've barely left the girl's side in days. I hope she's recovering from her ordeal.
She is. Slowly but surely. She's far tougher than she looks. I thank the flames we found her. If we hadn't...
I know. But we did. I'm sorry we weren't able to save Chadwick.
There's no need to apologize. Without your help, I would never have found out what happened to him. How he fought to the bitter end to save her. To save Haida Marie. That's
her name.
The man I thought of as a brother.
I wish I could have met him. I'd like to hear more about your past. If you don't mind, that is.
Of course. You already met my former master. She trained Chadwick and I to do two things. Kill and obey. We were supposed to be sold to the highest bidder when the time came. But no bid was ever high enough to convince her to part with us. For years, we were her daggers in the shadows. We could never quite shake our doubts about the things she made us do. And then, one day, we just couldn't do them anymore. So we escaped. But staying together was out of the question. They would have found us too easily. After so many years of training, the pull to serve was always strong. It scared me to think he might have taken another master, become a dagger in someone else's hand.
But even in captivity, the battles he fought were his own. And he died not as someone's tool, but as a hero.
Hyde Marie is proof of that. Bearers can cast off their shackles. And the Cursebreakers will show them how. I'll fight until my dying breath to see it done. For Chadwick, and for all of us.
Thank you, Doris. We'll be counting on you.
Breath of darkness, Gunyu. Well, we did that. Before we speak to what's his name, let's speak to him.
You should have seen him. The thing didn't...
Welcome back, Sid.
Welcome back,
Might as
Sid.
well, since we're here.
Welcome back. Trip wasn't too much of a pain in the arse, I heard. Truth be told, it was me who suggested roping you in to help with the trial. But from what I hear, things didn't go quite as planned.
No, they most certainly did not. Ember lost his nerve in the face of a beast of prey, but he didn't lose heart. He pressed on, and he achieved his aim.
Yeah, I'd say he
Not
passed.
what we ask of our scouts.
Indeed it is. Thank you for your honest appraisal, Sid. The fact remains, however, that Ember will not always have a battle-hardened warrior on hand to pluck him from the jaws of peril. All I have gleaned from this trial is that without someone watching his back, Ember is little more than a liability.
Wait, Sergeant. Ember still has much to learn, it's true. And this time he was found wanting. But I'd say he's due a second chance, nonetheless. After all, he did do as you asked.
With a bit of hard work, any hand can be made to hold a blade, and any mind can conquer its fears. But a scout's nose is different. You've either got one, or you ain't. And by sniffing out that lot, young Ember here has shown he has a conk and a half. Wouldn't do to waste it now, would it?
Fine. One more chance.
I'll do whatever you ask. I'll spend my days and nights in the pit if I have to. I'll show you. Just you wait.
Daft as a brush, that one. But his heart's in the right place. Just like someone else we know. And if you ask me, you've been leaning on him for far too long.
Yeah.
The Cursebreakers took some of the weight off his shoulders, I reckon.
Couldn't hurt.
Just don't tell Gav I said so, will you? I won't have him thinking he's been hard done by. Next thing you know, he'll be asking for a day off. Chance would be a fine thing. Back to work.
Forgive me, Sid. This did not play out as I expected.
It's alright.
Things rarely do these days. But that's why we need men like Ember more than ever. Men who can make the best out of a bad situation. Remember that.
I will, Sid. Thank you.
Quest complete. We got so much renown. I'm surprised this thing didn't upgrade. We still need to go to Garnick.
I hear that you traveled to Ash, Sid. Did you by any chance recover the names of my fallen friends?
I did. Yes.
Hand over bearer registry.
If I may?
Yes, you may.
Registry.
It was terrible, man. Waloed.
The director was a brutal man.
Terrible.
He got no worse than he deserved.
The registry was all I found beneath the tree. There was no sign of a body. Or any record of what happened to the children after the orphanage closed.
I pray that at least some of them survived.
An orphanage, then a prison. That's just... Waloed was terrible to bears.
My light in those dark times. I can still remember their faces. Like it was yesterday. Children who were taken from their bunks in the morning, never to return. No explanation ever offered.
They'd be happy to know that you survived, Herman.
But why did I make it out alive, when so many others died in that awful place?
It's not your fault. And blaming yourself won't bring them back. Honor their memory. See that their names live on. That way, at least. They're never truly gone.
Thank you. Sid, I'm going to write a book.
Yeah.
An account of the horrors of Badbach, and the spirit of those its custodians sought to crush. All of Valisthea will know of our suffering, and in the name of those I lost, I will not let it happen again.
Neither will I.
Do it, man. Do it.
Would have been buried for all eternity, were it not for you. Thank you.
Litany of errors. Alright, now that's what we're talking about. 1,000 ability points. Sheesh. Silver lining? Oh boy, man, these questions keep on coming. What do you got for us, Moogle? We got rid of the Kuza beast. The Masterless Marauder. Interesting. So some of those monsters are just... They don't even have a picture for them. That's crazy. We still need to go to Garnick. Oh. That's such a big beast. It's like the one we recently fought. I knew we had to come here one day.
The entire village looks abandoned. Now, which house would a bookworm live in?
From a distance. I like how we are able to just kind of know which house it's at. I mean, it would be a huge chore to search every house. Royal Intelligence Training Report. In the wake of the tragic fire of Carnarvon.
This is a Royal Army logbook. Could he take this from the local barracks?
Empty shard. A complete botany of Banes.
His interests were certainly varied.
Oh, I think we found it from a distance. The emergence of the first magic adepts was... Oh, man. Sorry, guys. It gets late. The emergence of the... But I must continue on. The emergence of the first magic adepts was widely heralded as a gift from the gods. Indeed, the title with which those with the gift came to be commonly known is the most likely contraction of bearer of the heavenly blessing. The wording used by the tribunes of the... Oh my gosh. The wording used by the tribunes of the time, those born with the blessing were lauded as living crystals, and granted high office and plentiful reward for their status as chosen ones. Over the years, this reverence for their kind would become a full-fledged religion led by the bearers themselves, a development that would prove fateful. The diverse nations of the time were unanimous of their disapproval. Of the founding of the church. While the authorities had for years welcomed bearers into positions of power into their own structures of state, they were mistrusting of an organization led by bearers for bearers. Efforts were immediately made to chasten the church and its followers. Banning members from holding office, evicting adherents from their homes, and breaking up meeting by force. The church responded by forming a volunteer army to resist this persecution, and yet it continued, creating a cycle of ever-increasing bloodshed and rancor, and a growing rift between those born with a blessing and those without. What began with beatings and street clashes would eventually spill over into an all-out war that consumed the greater part of the twins for nigh a generation, and decimated the population of men and bears both. The deluge of blood that stained the land crimson and left an even more lasting mark on the minds of the Philistinian people. After the bear's last resistance was crushed, the nations of Listia came together to sign the Continental Accord. That initiated the system of slavery. After the wow, so the bears just happened to win. So after the bears' last resistance was crushed, the nations of Listia came together. How did they crush them? I mean, the bears are wield magic. Like, that's just crazy. They came together to sign the Continental Accord that initiated the system of, well, I guess normal people could use magic too, but only with the crystals. They initiated the system of slavery that persists across the realm to this day. It's a well-known phrase, bears are other than human, has its roots in the bitter war of the years before, being the unblessed, only excuse for the calamitous refusal to allow the blessed to decide their own destinies. Wow, that's just
This is it.
terrible.
And if what it says is true, I need to get this back to the hideaway.
The full course February, the Moogle. Wow. No spirit or sprite seems to appear more often in Belizean folklore tales than the humble Moogle, though they're occasionally painted as mischievous souls akin to the pixies or imps. Most stories depict them as clumsy, congenial spirits who delight in helping mankind with their daily labors. They are said to have sweet tooths, leading them to a common superstition that one must never leave cakes or the sweet meats uncovered overnight, lest not remain but crumbs the next morning. Oh, kind of like Santa Claus. In appearance, they are described as being covered head to toe in soft white fur, excepting the small dark wings by which they are somehow able to take flight, and the brightly colored pom-poms that protrude from the tops of their heads. And yet, there is one detail regarding the Moogle that must find more remarkable than even the orb that tops its bow: the fact that these creatures even actually exist. Preposterous, I hear you cry. Everyone knows that Moogles are the stuff of legend. I quite agree, but every legend has its basis in truth, and in the case of the Moogle, the fact may not be so dissimilar to the fiction. Ancient bestiaries list the white mole whose feet does not touch the ground among the beasts of the realm in the illustrations beside the name. Why? It is none other than the Moogle. Of course, it is true that the creatures are not known to still survive in the twins in the modern day. Perhaps their miniature wings carry them to some other climes. Perhaps they are hunted to extinction, or perhaps... But perhaps they still do live among us, hidden away afar from human view. Maybe. Now, why do we need to just go back here all of a sudden?
Leaving so soon, stranger? We've been watching you. From a distance, so to speak.
Subtle.
No pun intended.
And we need not waste time on introductions.
How did you get past the Akashic?
Leave it in our care and return to your life.
Your care? Do you mean to burn it, or bury it?
That is not my decision to make. But by one means or another, its contents shall be removed from the common record.
Then I'll have to politely refuse. I won't let you erase our history.
Then we find ourselves at an impasse. Very well. The book can just as easily be pried from your dead hand.
Let's see, shall we?
Yeah, you don't know who we are. Dang, Joshua, be careful, man.
Nice try. Too slow.
Oh yeah, you felt that one. You guys never stood a chance. Come on now.
Impressive. But we have other means. We shall claim the book yet.
Why do you want it so badly anyway?
It lays out in no uncertain terms the vanity and avarice of mankind. It tells the shameful history of the persecution and oppression of a gifted few by a giftless many. Would you say that this interpretation was correct?
I don't know.
You don't know. Your sword may be sharp, but your wits are dull. So let me answer for you. There is no correct interpretation of history. That a series of events took place may be proved beyond a doubt. But there can be no single, immutable explanation as to why they came to pass. It is a question of numbers and of belief. If enough people believe that a set of events occurred for a reason, that belief becomes the truth.
So you're trying to control the truth?
We are trying to protect people from themselves, from knowledge that would bring them naught but pain. That is all. You may keep the book, for now. The world is small. We shall meet again. Until then.
Wait. Damn it.
Just what are you talking about, bro?
Let's get this back to
The
Vivian.
reason why things happen?
Perhaps she can explain what that was all about.
Why a series of events in history has happened? I mean, sure, there's always going to be speculation. I mean, that much is clear on why everything happens, but yeah, I mean, yeah, we can only speculate, right? We can only describe what happened and not give a reason, a real reason at least. Apparently. Now, how are we supposed to figure this out? Well, before they start really telling us where to go, we gotta give this thing back to Vivian, so yeah, the guy said, you can keep the book for now, like, trying to protect people from themselves. We're trying to protect people from wanting to control the truth. Keep people from the truth. Even though it's written down, like, man, get the heck out of here. You know, the reason you said you can, the reason why you just let us off is because you knew you couldn't beat us.
Vivian.
He's like, damn, we're dealing with dominance. Once he saw me use my dominant powers, he's like, dang, we can't stop this man.
You found it. Thank you, Clive. Even though I asked this of you, I was not entirely sure it would be possible. I feared the executors had seized every copy.
I met with one of these executors, and I convinced him to let me keep it. He told me something. That the truth is just a matter of collective belief. And that if enough people believe a lie, that lie becomes the truth.
It does. But it also means that the truth is not immutable. That it can be changed. Provided that those who wish to change it can convince enough people that their perspective is the correct one. As the sad history of the bearers proves.
You said that the book inspired you to become a scholar.
Yeah.
It did. Or its author, rather. She was a heretic, you see. A firebrand and a dissenter. A gallows stood ready for her in every corner of the realm. And by shunning society, or perhaps being shunned by it, she stumbled upon a truth so potent that an entire realm trembled at the prospect of its utterance. I, too, have always felt somehow set apart from the world of men. A stranger to my own species.
Really?
She taught me that my solitude was not a curse, but a gift. And that, though my journey to the truth might be a lonely one, what I found at my destination would be more than worth the cost.
Do you still feel that way? That you're not one of us?
Honestly, I'm not entirely sure anymore. Since coming to the hideaway, I find my thinking somewhat clouded. Perhaps the result of studying mankind from a rather closer perspective than I had intended.
Really now? Change of heart, huh?
But the more I study, the more I find value in this perspective. In looking not from the outside, but from within. So if you'll permit me, I'd like to continue my work here.
Of course, continue gathering evidence, because that's what we should base our faith on.
Belief begets truth. Give the men and women of this benighted world the gift of truth. Make them believe in you, as I do.
Yeah, gotta give them evidence.
I'll try.
Evidence. I know you believe in me. Just as I believe in you. Scholar's bonnet. Oh. Oh man. More? Golly, they never give us a break. They're like, well, might as well have them finish this. So we gotta gather oil from Aldi and defeat a desert tour in Corvada. In the fields of Corva. So that's where we gotta do that. And then Aldi docks. We gotta... we gotta get those things. This should be easy. The monster, on the other hand, well... yeah. I guess it depends. But, yeah, we should do that thing for Mid, complete that mission for Mid, and then we'll complete that mission for Torgal, and then last but not least Joshua, and then we'll have to complete more of these quests. Oh, man. And then we'll continue the main story. I want to do some of these side quests from the hideout because they're really the most interesting. Then the most interesting backstory and lore, so that's really nice. So, yeah, even though there wasn't too much in terms of the main story from this part, there was still a lot of good stuff, lore to uncover, and everything in the world of Final Fantasy 16. So we're going to stop here, guys. And we're going to take a break, and when we come back, we'll be back with more Final Fantasy 16. If you have not subscribed to the channel already, please be sure to subscribe. We're trying to hit so many subscribers. It's not even funny. And smash that bell, hit that like button, and comment below. Let me know what you guys think of the game and everything. And I will see you guys all next time. Support your boy. Help make this a better place for everyone. Anyway, guys, I'll see you around.